Today, we're at Athens Regional playing with only the discs that we got at the Tennessee State Tournament. Let's get into it. This is Honest Abe Disc Golf. Alright guys, Honest Abe coming at you with another video. Hope you guys are doing well. I'm doing pretty good. Had a couple days recovery. So my thought was, hey, we got some discs at the Tennessee State Tournament. Why not throw them? So we're going to go over what we got. So we're going to be putting today with Isaac Robinson's Peak. We have a West Side Crown that feels pretty soft. We have our Buzzsaw that we got with our prize money as well. We have a Pyro. I think this is mid-range. Yeah, 5403. We have the Tesla. I'm not sure what the numbers are on the Tesla, but seems like a fairway driver of some kind. We have the Teleport, which I know this is a 14 speed. So that'll be one of our distance drivers. We have a Strive, which is a 13 speed. Another distance driver. We have our Gorgon, which is a 10 speed, so this will be a good fairway. And then we have another mid. We got the X3 that I got in my random doubles pack. So let's just see if we can shoot under par. The goal would be to shoot like -6 on the front 9 today. I think that would be great. And so let's just go ahead and dive into the first hole. It's a short par 4. Let's do it. All right, so a lot of these discs I haven't thrown. I've only thrown the Teleport, the M3, and the Crown. The rest of these I have not thrown yet at all. So this is going to be my first time throwing this Simon Lizotte Tesla. Not sure what it does. I'm not sure if it's understable or overstable, but it feels pretty nice. So short par 4 here. Let's try it out. All right, first shots of the day. Haven't even warmed up. Well, that flew pretty good. That's an eagle look. All right, yeah, not a bad shot with our Tesla here. Give it a little Tennessee flip. We're going to go with the Crown. So we're going to have to use every disc at least once today. Give us a little bid for eagle. Just a little outside. All right, we're going to tap in our little birdie putt here. Move on to the next one. All right, guys. Well, we got our birdie putt there. MVP feels pretty good. This Teleport, I know, is a 14 speed. I threw it a couple times at the mystery bag doubles, and it flew pretty decent. But hole 2, short, another par 4, 300 feet up the hill. Probably plays more like 325. Yes, that's right. The geese in the background love it. All right, let's take our Teleport here. Just heave her out there. Not terrible, not the best. All right, so second shot here. We're going to take the Peak. I heard this thing basically flies like the PA3, just with a little bit more glide. So flip it, and then we'll send it just straight out the basket. That'll set us up for a birdie putt. All right, we'll give her a little Tennessee flip. Chuck her in the basket. There we go. Next hole. All right, guys. Hole 3, short par 4. It really needs to be a par 3, but we'll play it as a par 4 today. 250 to the pin. I know why. Beginner course out here at Athens, but this is the shot I've been looking forward to throwing for this entire video so far. Never thrown a Buzzsaw. I think I've only actually thrown a regular Buzz once or twice ever. So I know this thing's probably got to be overstable. But let me know if you have a Buzzsaw. What do you think about the Buzzsaw? So I know Big Nate and JoJo, they'll probably love throwing this, but let's just pump it out there. I'm gonna try to maybe put a little Anheuser on it because I think it should fight overstable on a backhand. I do have my disc retriever. Let's not throw it in the drink. All right, not bad. I early released that. Wasn't a great shot, but it's safe. It's not in the creek. Say, oh yeah, guys, this is actually a great shot for what I did. Missed that entire low branch. However, we do have a little bit of a brush pile down here on the hill that hasn't been cleaned up from the last big storm. We had a whole bunch of branches fall, but the Parks and Rec guys have done a great job cleaning up the course. So we're gonna take our peak. We're just gonna give it a soft bit out there. Let it float to the basket. Get down. All right, a little bit of a tester, probably 20 footer. All right, guys, little testy flip. Put it in, straight at the basket. There we go. 3 down after 3 on to hole 4. All right, guys, hole 4. It is 290, probably 300 to the basket. Star Gorgon. I don't think I've ever thrown one of these. I think they're kind of flippy, and looks like they still got the stickers on them. We'll just take those off. All right, so it's a 10-6 -2. Yeah, I think this could be a little bit flippy. So let's try the forehand on it. Throw a little bit of anhyzer on it. We're going to aim right at the green sign on the fence at the top of the hill with a little bit of anhyzer, see if it'll flex out. No, that thing just kept going. All right, leave us a good upshot though. Yeah, this Gorgon just kind of held that line all the way on that anhyzer, which is actually what I'm looking for right now in a good forehand disc, because that'll come into play on hole 8 coming up actually. So might have to throw that one again off the tee. Not bad, not a bad flight though. That's kind of what I'm looking for. All right, we're gonna take our peak, little soft bit here, toss it up there. Well, that'll birdie. All right, we'll just drop it right in, guys. Bam, birdie, next hole. We're here on hole 5. 210, straight as an arrow. I think it's time to break out the M3. That'll do. Well, that was one of my best shots on this hole so far, except for parking it once or twice. All right, take our crown right at the basket, about 25 feet. Oh, a little low. We're going to take a par. Then we'll drop her in, move on to hole 6. All right, guys, hole 6, 275. I think UDisc actually has this as a par 4. Sign says par 3. We'll play it as a par 3 today. That's fine. But it's tucked up underneath the trees in the back there. So take our M3, pump it out there. Get down, under. Hey, it's safe. All right, just a little dinker shot up around the bend here. You can see the long basket in the back there. Give her a little tessie flip. We're going to step out. I think I'm going to try to just throw this straight through the gap up there. Oh, caught a late tree. That's all right. I think we missed that tree, or hit that tree by about an inch. Otherwise, it would be right up on top of the hill. So a little 25-footer up the hill. Well, that's no good. All right, we're going to take our first bogey, which will put us back down to -3. Back into the woods now. All right, guys, hole 7. 200 up the hill. We're going to take our Royal Strive from latitude 64. So this is a 13 speed, so hopefully I can put a little bit of hyzer on it and sneak it through and just kind of get it up the hill to sit. So, all right, here we go. Oh, hit a late tree. That's in the woods. All right, we're back in here in the woods a little bit. We're going to take our pyro here. We haven't thrown this one yet. And try to give it a little soft bit up the hill here with the forehand. That'll do. All right, here we go. On the hill, save our par. That'll work. All right, guys, hole 8. I'm winded. 205 par 4. Big shout out again to Parks and Rec here. If you guys remember from some of our last videos, all this stuff right in here was all grown up. They've come out bush hogged and everything. But we're going to take our Gorgon again on that Anheuser line. See if we can peel it right up the hill here. Not bad. All right, we're going to give her a little Tennessee flip here. Clear out some of this stuff. Let's try that pyro again on another little forehand flick. One thing I will say, the MVP discs, the mid-ranges, they're a little bit shallower than the Prodigy ones, so my finger hold feels pretty good on this one. Too much. Good tree. Parked underneath the basket. We are here, guys. Hole 9. I think we're 4 under. Not too bad. This is the shot that I've been looking forward to with the peak. I always throw my putter off this tee. Just kind of go through, throw it straight. Let the hyzer take it towards the basket. Here we go. All right, here we go, guys. A little soft bid. Straight as an arrow. Yep, glide, fade. Oh, I think that just skeeted by the basket, but it did, I think, roll down the hill. Oh, well. All right, guys, I think that missed the basket by maybe a foot. I'll have to relook at the footage, but my goodness, that was close. That would have been awesome. My first real throw with the peak as an ace. Haven't thrown an ace in a good bit. All right, here we go, up the hill. There we go, -5. All right, guys, not a bad round. -5 out here with big discs. Basically, I've never really thrown before. I like the way the buzzsaw flies. We're going to have to definitely throw that one again. The peak, very, very nice. A little bit glidey, basically a PA3 with a little bit more glide. So, really like Isaac Robinson's new disc from Latitude 64. That Gorgon, I'm going to have to get one that doesn't say Tennessee States on it, because that one's probably going to go up on the wall, let's be honest with you guys. But man, yeah, that thing held that Anheuser line, which is what I'm looking for right now on a forehand. Something that just kind of holds that line and just dies to the left. So that's a pretty good shot with that Gorgon. I'm not sure Prodigy actually makes one that does that right now, but it's probably one of the H series discs, probably like an H6 that I haven't thrown yet. But man, these things, these new discs, like I said, I'd only thrown the Teleport, the Crown, and the M3 out of all these discs before, but really liked them. It also goes to show you that on a course that you're familiar with, you can come out with any discs in your bag and you can shoot a decent round. And yes, Athens Regional is a beginner course, and it's a very soft beginner's course. A lot of short par 4s, but still, you can even come out here and shoot even with brand new discs that you get from the store. So, anyways, guys, like and subscribe. I'm Honest Abe. We'll see you in the next one.